The hidden influence of ancient Egypt on Greek scholars. Untold history. We've been told that the foundations of philosophy, medicine, and mathematics began in ancient Greece. But what if I told you that the real story started much earlier, in the temples of ancient Egypt? Today, we're diving into the hidden history of how Egyptian knowledge shaped some of the greatest Greek thinkers: Socrates, Plato, Pythagoras, and more. Segment 1. Egypt, the world's first university. Long before European universities were even imagined, Egypt was home to the world's first centers of higher learning, Waset and Ipet Isut. These temple universities combined spirituality, science, and philosophy, attracting scholars from all over the world. On-screen text. The Temple of Waset, built when 1405-1370 BC, and Ipet Isut, in 1971 to 1926 BC, were the first universities on Earth. Question for the audience. What stands out to you about Egypt being home to the world's first universities? Segment 2. The Egyptian Mystery Schools, where the Greeks studied. The Egyptian mystery schools were elite institutions where initiates spent up to 40 years studying philosophy, medicine, astronomy, and mathematics. But this knowledge wasn't available to everyone. It required deep study, discipline, and a spiritual connection to the universe. Fact check. Pythagoras, Hippocrates, Plato, and Socrates all studied in Egypt. Question for the audience: why do you think the Kemetic mystery system required such a long period of study? Segment 3. Did Greek philosophy come from Egypt? History tells us that Greece was the birthplace of philosophy, but even the greatest Greek thinkers admitted their knowledge came from Egypt. Socrates: I studied philosophy and medicine in Egypt. Plato spent 13 years studying in Egypt with an African priest. Aristotle learned from Egyptian philosophy through his teacher, Plato. Question for the audience. How do you feel about the claim that Africa's role in civilization has been overlooked? Segment 4. Egyptian science and math, way ahead of their time. Even fields like medicine and mathematics, often credited to Greek scholars, were already mastered in Egypt thousands of years earlier. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, studied Egyptian medicine, which was pioneered by Imhotep over 2,500 years earlier. Pythagoras, the father of mathematics, learned geometry from Egyptian priests, who had already mastered it a millennium before him. Question for the audience. Why do you think ancient Egyptians were so advanced in fields like medicine and mathematics before other civilizations? Conclusion. Why this matters today. This is not just about the past. This is about reclaiming history. The contributions of Africa to world knowledge have been erased for too long. It's time to give credit where it's due. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did this information change how you see history? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening history.